Hello everybody, it is Logan here with another video. Today I guess something pretty cool to show you. This is the new for 2021 Crazy Create and Fun World animated Ghostface. Now I say Crazy Create and Fun World because anything Ghostface related basically goes through Fun World, which I believe just has the rights to the design because they did have something to do with the mask, but the mask itself has a lot of complications because the mask was also made by a different company. There's a lot of stuff that goes into Ghostface's mask. But the mask and the costume now is all owned by Fun World. So the costuming is Fun World, but like the mechanism and prop is Crazy Create. So basically, this is a Hauntress reskin, but as you saw, I had mine lunging forward, only because I don't have anything to hide it behind, so it's not going to lunge from the side like Hauntress. And actually, in my Haunt, I had my Hauntress lunging forward. Yes, I do own Hauntress. No, I'm not going to review her, only because I have had mine modified to the point where I just don't see a reason to review her, if that makes sense. But this one is just a really simple, easy modification that doesn't change the prop. So I just have mine turned around so it lunges forward, not to the side. So this guy retailed for $130, which is quite a bit because we got a lot to go into with this guy. It's a Hauntress reskin, just with a knife, and is officially licensed by Ghostface and Fun World. So let's kind of get into it. So he does have the classic Ghostface mask and the knife. You do have the zip tie in the knife, as everything Crazy Create. Arms are fully posable, and they are full arms, unlike Hauntress. Structure, exact same as Hauntress, except he is a little shorter. He does stand at 5 feet, which is really strange because I don't think there's any Ghostface character that stands at 5 feet. He's really short, which is kind of weird. I think they added like another pole, maybe he would have been fine, but they didn't. So he's really short, which is strange. Now I got mine at the 50% off sale, so I did not spend the $130. Plus I'm an employee, so I got an additional amount off. So I actually got a really good deal on this prop. And this is my first time really seeing it in person, as we never had ours set on display because we got them so late that we weren't allowed to put anything out on the display anymore. Which sucked. He has posable fingers and hands, but they're really like boxy and awkward, and the fingers don't really pose right because the wiring doesn't go all the way through the whole finger, and the gloves are kind of ill-fitting, so the hands look really weird and awkward and kind of stupid. Arms are fine, it's just the hands that are really weird. The hood's also kind of weird. And same with the head. The head, I was kind of expecting like a plastic headpiece of the Ghostface mask, but this is actually like a whole Ghostface like sculpt, which was really surprising when I took it out of the box. I was not even in the slightest expecting this, and it is plastic. But this was not what I was expecting. It does have kind of like the traditional normal Ghostface robe, like costume. It's just Ghostface. Like a Ghostface costume over a prop. The audio is really weird. It's screaming with the stabbing sound effects, so it doesn't have like Ghostface's like modulated voice, which was really strange. Because if you've ever seen the movies, he uses like a voice modulator, like a voice changer over the phone. But this is just screaming and stabbing. It does seem like he has a shorter activation time as Huntress. Again, I do own Huntress, and her reset time is slower, and she doesn't lunge as fast. This guy lunges really quick and resets really quick, which is definitely a pro compared to the two. But Huntress is taller, um, but this does not have fitting audio. So mine is actually going to get customized. Back in like 2010-ish, around that time period, there was this whole like Scream 4 promo thing where they had this Scarecrow Ghostface like craze going on. And I remember that really well because I loved that Scarecrow Ghostface. I even had like a costume and everything. I'm going to make this into Scarecrow Ghostface. And I'm definitely going to give him better fingers and make him a little more posable. Especially with the hands. And I'll definitely do another video showing that off. But now that I have him lunging forward, I'm gonna have my Huntress on one side and him on the other, and they're gonna like lunge forward together. So it's gonna look like they're closing in on the trick or treaters. It's gonna be a really cool effect. Because the cemetery and the pumpkin patch are on the opposite side. Plus, a little fun fact: I am a huge Scream fan. I love Scream. I do love Wes Craven's movies. So I was pretty excited when I saw we were getting a Ghostface animatronic. Was kind of disappointed with it a little bit. But I was like, there's an opportunity for some really cool customization here. And I was right. I mean, I can do a lot. I have a lot to do with this animatronic, and I can do really cool things with it. Ooh, I do want to show off the box. The box is kind of cool. This is the box. It's not a generic, like spirit box. They did change it up because it is Ghostface and Scream themed. So that is really cool. We did get a lot of licensed characters. And this was the only, licensed animatronic that I got for this year, and actually I believe this is the only life-size animatronic that I own. Pretty sure, which is kind of neat now I think about it. But yeah, overall though, I mean, it's cool that it's Ghostface, but this is kind of a hot mess, especially again with the hands. The hands need work. Really, I think that's like the biggest issue is just the hands. He needs to be a little taller. Make him like 6 foot, and I think like a generic 6 foot height. I think that'd be a lot better. And I think like that was the biggest complaint with this animatronic is it was too short, and the hands were really awkward. In fact, until you have to zip tie this, and it makes the hands even more awkward looking. Partially my fault. I should have lowered it more, but it's definitely an animatronic that I feel like looks like it's still in its early stages and wasn't smoothed out enough. It almost feels like it was rushed and just thrown out, and it really needed a little more smoothing out. They need to get these final details done before they threw it out to the public, because there are just some details that they missed that they should have finished up. And I think it would have been better because this was not a popular animatronic, unfortunately. In fact, this was very poorly received this season. This was, I think, probably the bottom animatronic, which is really shocking because it's Ghostface, which is one of the most like famous horror movie slashers, and it flopped pretty hard, and it was kind of sad to see because we had the Jemmy one. The Jemmy one's so beloved and sought after, and then there's just this one that I feel like will become forgotten and will be known as one of the worst licensed props that we've ever had, which sucks. I don't think it's one of the worst. Again, I think it just doesn't need a little smoothing out, absolutely, especially with the hands. The height, I think, are two of the biggest issues. The head, I feel like it's a little flat. That's really my only complaints. But yeah, that's Ghostface. Let me get on the demo. Also, same thing with Hauntress. It does have the detachable sensor, which I did kind of have. Go back here. Trying to get it to go. There we go. Really quick activation and a lot faster than Hauntress, which is kind of interesting. I do own Hauntress. I own the newer model, not the older model. I don't know if the older one was faster. The newer one definitely doesn't seem to be as fast. And this one does not have as long as a delay as the new Hauntress does. And it's not because it's forward fronting. I got her display one. And I set up the display one. And she had a long delay the whole season. And maybe it was just that model. But this one launches really fast. And does not have a long delay. And just, I mean, it's pretty snappy, which is really nice. But yeah, that's Ghostface. I've got quite a few animatronics to review. I've got a lot over the season. There's a couple I won't be reviewing. I won't try to get those out here because there's going to be a haunt video and you'll probably see them. Evelyn Leach will not be reviewed because I did modify her a lot. But she's a really cool animatronic. Hauntress is another one I modified, so I won't be reviewing her. Another one I really think is cool, and both I do recommend. Evelyn Leach does have issues, obviously. I think everyone knows what that is. I just don't like to review animatronics after I mess with them, because I just don't think it's a very genuine review, and you can't see it normally. This is a little different. This is a really easy hack, and I can kind of show you what I did. He doesn't lunge out at me. I don't think he will. This is literally what I did to get him to face forward. So, just follow what I did. Also, with animatronics like this and Hauntress, if you are new and maybe you've never messed with CCL props or Crazy Create, or you haven't just messed with these kind of animatronics, there's a sandbag. This is 20 pounds. But 20 pounds is not a recommendation. You do need at least 20 pounds for these animatronics. Anything less, they will rock or they will fall. These do need weight because their movement is so violent. I learned that the hard way when I had demoed my Hauntress, or not even the store's Hauntress for the first time. She fell on top of me because I did not use our store's brick, which we do have. We were provided bricks for certain animatronics like Hauntress, Ghostface, and Mr. Dark. I didn't put the brick on top of her. Basically, I was supposed to, and she fell on top of me. So, when you are activating these, put weight. I have 30 pounds sitting on this guy, and he is just fine. They do include sandbags. You get sand at like Lowe's, maybe Menards. But that is just a warning. I do want to put it out for anyone who is newer or has never messed with Crazy Create. I personally am really new to messing with Crazy Create. This is like my 5th Crazy Create prop that I have ever owned. I've only been messing with them for like a year. I've gotten so many because I've grown to like them so much. And I've grown more confident as a haunter and feel like I can mess with these props. But these are advanced. They move violently and fast. And if you do not set them up properly, they can fall. They can hurt people. Because a lot of them do have very fast moving parts. So I cannot express this enough. If they have sandbags to say a certain weight, you probably really need to put that weight on that animatronic to ensure that it functions properly and does not fall over and hurt you or someone else. Because I would tell you, it was kind of scary having Huntress fall on top of me because I was not expecting that. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.